She's so fine. Hell of a blows my mind. Hell of a lights my day.
What's good, guys? I'm back. I had to take a little break from YouTube. I was going through some things. I'm going to be brutally honest with you. Rock gut truth. Going through some things, and I just needed a break. So I took the break that I needed, and I'm back. Also, I want to wish my dear friend Tracy M. a very happy birthday today. Now, the story I'm about to bring to you is coming out of Lake Charles, Louisiana. And this is very important. I want this story to get some attention. Loved ones remember 15-year-old stabbing victim. That is a picture, be it a small one, of Melanie D. Lyons. 15 years old. This story is from January the 30th of 2021. So roughly about a week ago. Hundreds gathered at a Lake Charles Walmart Friday night to celebrate the life of 15-year-old Melanie Lyons, who died after being stabbed in the store last weekend. Melanie's brother, Lawrence Senegal, said he was, quote, really trying to be happy because that's who she is. She wouldn't want me to be sad. This ain't a sad person. Long live my sister, and I'm going to be happy for her, end quote. Walmart employees joined Lyons' loved ones to light candles, sing, and release balloons in her honor, KPLC reports. Quote, I'm hurt as a cousin, but I'm hurt as a mother, said Lyons' cousin, Whitley Richard. At the end of the day, no one wants to bury their child. Nobody. To see her come out of Walmart on a stretcher with no life, I can't imagine no one going through that, end quote. Many there said she was a, quote, legacy, end quote, and should never be forgotten. And here's the crux of the story. Calcasieu Parish Sheriff deputies were called to the grocery store around 7:30 p.m. last Saturday and learned that several young girls were fighting in the store. During the fight, deputies say 15-year-old Lyons was stabbed. She was taken to a hospital where she later died. Sheriff Tony Mancuso said the girls allegedly stole knives from the store to stab her, adding the entire case was recorded on social media with videos, posts, and pictures that the sheriff called, quote, very disturbing. 4 girls have been arrested in connection with the incident, one with second-degree murder and the other 3 with principal to second-degree murder. Mancuso held a press conference Sunday where he said all law enforcement will be aggressively enforcing curfews, but added, quote, this is not something we can police our way out of. I just don't feel like this is a police matter. This is a parenting issue. We're going to take some aggressive steps, end quote. Absolutely, it's a parenting issue. What parent drops their kid off at Walmart and then one kid doesn't come out? Come on, man. Let's talk about the people that did this to her. 3 other girls aged 14, 13, and 12 are accused in connection with the death. And they stole knives from Walmart to stab her. Mancuso said this is the 3rd homicide in 6 months involving children younger than 16 years of age. Quote, we have a problem in our community we're going to have to address, he said. They come from all backgrounds, all races. This is just a problem we are having with children having access to weapons or stealing weapons. It's just heartbreaking when we have to come in and pick up the pieces because so many families are damaged. This is a cycle that we have to stop, and we're just fed up with it, end quote. And then he goes on to talk about the curfews, 11 p.m. until 5 a.m., Mondays through Thursdays, and midnight to 5 a.m. on the weekends. However, that being said, police can't solve these problems. Correct. Now you got a 12, 13, 14, and 15-year-old. What business do they have out after 11 p.m.? Let's just keep it all the way 100. 11 p.m.? At the Walmart at 11 p.m. And midnight on the weekend. Come on, man. Come on. Quote, this is not something we can police our way out of. I just don't feel like this is a police matter. We already read that part in his other article. It says this is going to be parish-wide. Every city, we're going to be all on the same page. We're going to have zero tolerance on curfew violators, end quote. He pleaded with parents to keep track of their kids' social media. That's a problem when you have to plead with a parent to keep track of social media. Let me tell you something. When my kids were younger, I was all in their business. I don't care. I don't care. Wasn't no foolery going on in my house like that. Because I was all in their business. How are you going to have business and be 13 years old? No, not in my house. He said, quote, the whole murder played out on there. He said, parents have to put limits on their kids' phones and look at what they're posting and seeing. Mancuso said he's certain that some people, quote, saw this coming, end quote, on social media and, quote, never said a word. He said he knows it's hard sometimes for people who aren't, quote, tech savvy. But it's not optional, he said. You better learn. You better figure out how to do it, Mancuso said. I'm asking for tonight for our parents to take control. They have to. We can't do this. We can arrest them, but that's not going to solve the problem. It's going to take their parenting, knowing where their kids are, what they're involved in, what they're doing. I know many of us are in the most difficult times of our lives. There's not a lot for our kids to do right now. We're just not in normal circumstances. But that is no excuse for the behavior that is going on in our community with our juveniles, he said. They're breaking the law and they're getting violent and we can't tolerate it. I'm asking you not to put us in that position. So they would be meeting with store managers and owners to be sure they know what their rights are regarding loitering juveniles. You're dropping your kids off. They're not supervised. So we're going to meet with stores and make sure they know what their rights are. You can't just go in stores and hang out if you're not purchasing or legitimately doing something there, he said. Bottom line, he said, take control of our kids. That's sad. It is really, really sad. I'll tell you just a little bit. I had to actually learn the internet. I had to learn a lot, okay? I was younger. And I had to learn what a key logging software was so that I could keep track of what was going on. That's the only way I knew how to do it. We're asking everybody to step up and get involved. All of us, parent, grandparents, store owners, we can't let this happen because it's going to get worse and it's going to get completely out of control, he said. We as a society cannot tolerate this behavior. We cannot sit back and let this happen. Earlier today, the sheriff reported that 4 teens have been arrested and the 5th teen is dead after a fight at a store last night. Just hearing that. 4 teenagers arrested and the last one dead after a fight at Walmart where these children stole weapons to kill another teenager. It is just unfathomable. Unfathomable. I'm going to end the video on that note, but I want people to really think about this situation. It could happen to any one of us. Any one of us. Please parent your kids. Please don't be a punk-ass parent. You guys have a great day.